The restaurant manager knocked over my water and cleared my table for a famous actress. Celebrities only, not nobodies in t-shirts. Get out, I texted the board. Minutes later, the head chef shut off the stoves, gathered the staff, and bowed to me. Boss, we're done here. No one cooks for her. The water hit my chest before I could react. I looked down at my soaked gray t-shirt. Ice cubes slid down my jeans and onto the marble floor. The manager stood over me, smirking. Oops, how clumsy. I'm David Chen, 41 years old. I own 7 high-end restaurants across 3 states. Tonight, I was eating at one of them, undercover. Felipe, what's the problem? The actress, Vanessa Stone, stood behind him, arms crossed. Her entourage blocked the aisle. Cameras flashed outside the windows. No problem, Miss Stone, Philippe said. He turned back to me, his voice dropping to a hiss. This gentleman was just leaving. I have a reservation, I said calmly. Not anymore. He grabbed my plate, the appetizer I'd barely touched. This table is for VIP guests. You're in a t-shirt and sneakers. You don't belong here. The dining room went silent. Every head turned toward us. I booked this table 2 weeks ago, I said. Philippe leaned close. His breath smelled like cigarettes. I don't care if you booked it 2 years ago. Miss Stone wants this table. She's important. You're nobody. He snapped his fingers at a busboy. Clear this, now, Vanessa laughed. Finally, someone who knows how service works. She sat down in my chair before it was even clean. Philippe tossed a wet napkin onto the table. You're making a scene. Leave before I call security. I'm wet, I said quietly. You spilled water on me. You spilled it on yourself, Philippe sneered. Clumsy people shouldn't dine at establishments like this. The lie hung in the air. Everyone had seen what happened. I'd like to speak to the owner, I said. Philippe's smile widened. The owner doesn't speak to people like you. Now get out before you embarrass yourself further. I reached into my pocket. My phone was dry. Thank God for waterproof cases. What are you doing? Philippe demanded. Are you recording this? Give me that phone. He reached for it. I pulled back. Don't touch me. Security! Felipe shouted, but I'd already opened my messages. 1 contact, 1 name. Exec board, emergency. I typed 4 words. Close it. Fire Felipe. Send. Felipe grabbed my arm. I said give me. His phone buzzed. Then every manager's phone in the restaurant buzzed at once. A sharp, angry sound that cut through the classical music. Felipe froze. He pulled out his phone. His face went white. What? Vanessa demanded. What's wrong? Felipe stared at the screen. His hands started shaking. The kitchen doors burst open. Chef Marcus walked out. 6'3", tattooed arms, apron covered in sauce stains. Behind him came the sous chefs, the line cooks, the pastry team, everyone. They were untying their aprons. Marcus! Philippe shouted. What are you doing? Get back in the kitchen! Marcus didn't look at him. He walked straight to me. Then he bowed. Mr. Chen, Marcus said. His voice carried across the silent room. We received the code black. The stoves are off. The staff is clocked out. He turned to Philippe. We don't work for people who humiliate our boss. Felipe's mouth opened. No sound came out. Vanessa stood up fast, knocking over the wine glass. Red liquid spread across the white tablecloth. Boss? He's the owner, I finished. I stood up, water still dripping from my shirt. David Chen. I own this restaurant, and 6 others. Philippe stumbled backward. No, you can't be. I dress like this when I visit, I said quietly, to see how staff treat regular customers. You failed. Mr. Chen, I didn't know. Exactly. I turned to Marcus. Kill the lights. Lock the doors. We're done here. Yes, chef. Marcus snapped his fingers. The kitchen staff moved like soldiers. The lights dimmed. The music cut off. The gas lines to the stoves shut down with an audible click. Philippe fell to his knees. Please, I have a family. I'll apologize. You judged me by my clothes, I said. Now let me judge you by your character. I looked at the silent crowd of wealthy diners, all staring. Then at Vanessa, whose face was pale with shock. Vanessa, there's a McDonald's 3 blocks down. I hear they don't discriminate against t-shirts. I walked toward the exit. The entire kitchen staff followed me. Full story on the channel linked below.